This film looks at some of the opportunities that are opening up in the emerging media landscape that we find ourselves in. Some of the examples we use are for clients, and some of them are for other companies and brands.
We're exploring, what happens when you mix services and product and connectivity into sort of fairly familiar domestic products and devices. And what happens when the sorts of services that we're currently familiar from app culture, if you like, become more pervasive, and that information is just ambiently available, just at a glance. What happens to screens when you're not using them? Just as we expect the clock to show the time all the time. One of the things this explores is what happens when you get very different kinds of media on the same screen. So when you're looking at a TV, not only do you get large broadcast stuff appearing, but also in the same graphic space, social notifications or check-ins appearing inside that same graphic language. And it's interesting to see how that feels when you see that on the same screen. We've imagined a home with kind of an abundance of media surfaces and many screens around the place. And once we have that, it's interesting to see how the screens can be playful. And what happens if this device is just listening?
What was once meant in the animal kingdom on a particular species to be a nose can end up as an antenna, a tongue, eyes, a pair of lips, or a blank space once evolution and the permutation of new DNA and new conditions has got to work. If the foulness of the kennel club mentality was operated in nature, just imagine.
It's interesting to look at how bits of software can be playful on the edges of our lives without necessarily requiring kind of direct and constant input. I want to see how, when we treat the receipt as a media surface, that print can then be quick, and we can publish services or customized material to that surface that's very timely and pertinent. We wanted to make an exploration which had some spectacle and some scale to it. To think about how computer vision and displays in public could work, but that don't necessarily force your engagement or demand your interaction. They're just happening incidentally nearby, and it's playful and it reflects the colour-based brand values of the store, but without demanding your immediate engagement or interaction of passers-by.